we're back in the room.
Back in the room. Hello, everyone.
So, without my old and aging brain has
aging. Did you say aging, Martin? Aging.
I did.
Okay.
My aging brain just did a brain fart because I was supposed to say, let's go to a place where the distractions are landmarks and the detours are the main roads. Welcome to ADHDville.
Come on. Episode about aging. Yes, aging. An episode about aging. Yes, it is. Don't argue with me. It's about aging. Yes, it is. It's about aging.
An ADHD.
An ADHD kind of thing. Hello, I'm Paul Thompson, and I was diagnosed with a combined ADH and another D again 2 years ago.
And I'm Martin West, and I was diagnosed with the ADHD poo-poo combined thing of the thing in 2013. See, I'm just thinking that even as I'm doing this podcast, there are brain cells in my brain that are just dying right now. I think
they're like lepers. They're like lepers. They've got this like instinctive urge to just, commit to just like pop their clogs.
Right. I think my podcasting brain cells just died out, anyway.
Okay.
Very on theme. Very on theme. So we start off as always in the ADHDville in the King's Agitated Head pub, where Paul and I sit down at the back, nursing a pint, and what are we talking about today? Well, we are talking about aging. Interestingly,
aging. Yeah. How is it? Because we do the our research completely separately, of course, right?
Yeah.
How was it for you, Martin? Was it a can of worms?
Minimal.
How was it?
It was somewhat minimal.
Okay.
So it sounds like it was a can of worms for you, however.
Yes. I mean, oodles of stuff. I've got tons.
Was it like Heinz worms?
Well, more like Campbell's. It's like, there's like it looks like a simple tin of soup, but actually there's about 5 bowlfuls.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we are going to go. I'll just.
Where are we going? Yeah.
Yeah. So let's jump in the tractor.
Yes.
And I'm going to pick it because I picked the farm because there is an expression which is this an English expression as well or just an American expression? But it's buying the farm. So if you go and buy the farm, it means you're dead, mate. It means you died.
Really? I think that's American. It's American.
He bought the farm. Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
So popped his clogs.
Yep. He fell off his perch. So let's get in the tractor. Oh.
He's pushing up daisies. ADHD and aging, right? I'm going to go straight in with a couple of anecdotes, right? Random anecdotes.
All right.
Anecdote number 1. I was listening to a podcast about ADHD the other day, and someone said, I don't know if it's just me, but he said, when I was little, like a child, not like a baby, like a child, he said I felt like I was older than everyone else. And now I'm older, I feel younger than everyone else.
Ooh. That's
and
interesting.
I thought I had the same thing.
Huh.
And in terms of everyone else, I mean peers.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I had this sense, and I had to think about it. When I was a little boy at school, I felt like I was a little older than all of my peers.
Wow. That's nuts. I'm just trying to think about that.
Yeah, think about it. We'll give you some. How much time do you need?
Yeah, probably about a month.
And now I'm older, I think I'm younger than all my peers.
Oh, yeah, that for sure.
Right.
Although I can also think I have lived about 3 entire lifetimes in my
Yes.
one lifetime.
Yes.
Like it feels like, I don't
Yes.
know, more than other people's.
My students, I teach, to those that don't know, I teach English on conversation English on English online. And my students say, and I'm always coming out with anecdotes. Saying, Paul, how many lives have you had?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think, come to think of it, I've done a lot.
I know, right? That's
Yeah.
nuts. All right. So that was your first
First one.
anecdote.
Second one, completely different.
Right.
My algorithm online is going nuts, right? They have been obsessed with me for the last 3 months with trying to sell me Tai Chi walking for the over 50s.
I've had some Tai Chi.
You've done it?
No. I've had some Tai Chi ads. Like,
Oh, you've had them.
yeah.
I've been bombarded with them. As it got to a point where it got so ridiculous. I started going into Google and cancelling them one by one.
Oof.
I don't want to see them again. So what do? They've clearly made about 50 versions of the same ad and slightly changed them each time. So now you get Tai Chi chair exercises and all AI of this fake Oriental guy who got ripped in 3 months.
That's the one.
Yeah.
And then
So
there's
you got that too.
And then there's
You got
someone
the same
going,
ones.
right, and they're saying, my dad wants to be
Yes.
shredded.
Yes.
And, and I'm thinking,
And there's another one that says, we've got a wedding coming up in 2 months, and I don't want to be Beauty and the Beef.
oh,
Have you seen that one?
no.
And so it's like, what the hell? And they seriously want me to do this Tai Chi. I mean, I can't cancel them quickly enough, and they'll create a slightly different one each time.
Yeah, it's the algorithm, mate. It
the
knows.
algorithm.
It knows.
It knows. And I did some research. I found out the company that creates them are Swiss.
Okay.
Or they're based in Switzerland.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's the end of that. So let's go on to some more slightly more scientific stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay. See if this resonates for you, Martin. We've had a conversation about this recently. I've been feeling more and more recently my ADHD. Right?
Yeah.
Turns out there's a reason for it. Because as we get older, I think it's a bit of a double whammy. There's a physiological thing that's happening in our brains, so that we definitely do feel it more. But at the same time, the other part of the double whammy, otherwise it's not a double, it's a single whammy. And I've only given you one thing at the moment. So I'm going to give you the second thing that makes it to a double.
Okay.
Right?
Go on.
It's that we're unmasking. So it's like the double whammy is like, yes, there are physiological changes to our brain as we get older, but also we're unmasking at the same time and letting it all hang out, so to speak.
Yeah, that is one of the benefits of getting older, is that you give a shit less. Thankfully.
Yes. Giving a lot less of shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Because actually we have less energy to mask.
Yes.
You know, like it was
absolutely. There's a limit.
Right. And we only have we don't have as much resilience and energy as we did when we were young. So it's handy that one, we don't care, and two,
we can't care.
Too tired to care.
Right. Yeah. But do you have an idea, for instance, of when you look back, back,
back,
right, like a fake echo kind of
yeah,
effect,
back.
a sense of yourself using up shitloads of energy to mask your ADHD.
Yeah, yeah, but I seem to have a lot more energy to do it. Like,
Yes,
like it,
exactly.
like when I think back when I was younger, it's just like, God, I could mask for England. Like if there was an
Yeah,
Olympic Games, I would be like in podium position at least.
yeah.
But these days, it's like, oh God, yeah, no, not so much, mate, not so much.
I had a meltdown about 10, 11, 12 years ago. I think now, reflecting on that moment, that my energy ran out.
Yeah,
My masking energy ran out.
right. Yeah, absolutely. And all just became overwhelming.
An accident waiting to happen,
Oh,
and I
mate.
imploded. Poof.
In a chemist.
In a chemist. Yeah, you remember that
I
story?
do.
Yeah. Who is that?
Who's
Yeah.
that? I know.
So, so it got written here that the result is many experience in older age late life burnout, where skills they previously managed, like social small talk and organizing their calendar, for example,
Right.
suddenly feel increasingly impossible.
Ooh, yeah.
And this is the killer. This is often mistaken for the early onset of dementia or depression or both.
See, that's the thing. That's the
Right.
thing. That's
Yes.
that's what my wife said a little while back. She was like, "How would I know? How will I know
Yes.
whether you're getting dementia or
Yes.
or
You're letting it hang out.
your ADHD is just kind of like just flaring up? Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
it's weird.
that's it really. We could that's it. That's the end of the podcast.
There we go. You know
There
what?
we go.
The you know how the speaking of dementia, right?
Right.
It's in this is like a slightly side topic, but there's like you've seen like old people, they'll forget everything, but as soon as they hear a song that they know well, they'll
Mm.
like they'll kind of come back to the present, right? And they'll be in the moment that
Yeah.
that songs and music
Oh,
can
totally.
can kind of bring them back up, right?
Yeah.
And it's the same with people in a coma, right? That
Right.
that it it
Like Robert
turns
De Niro.
it turns out when you're in a coma, you're not, I mean, it's different for everyone. But I just thought that you were asleep, but no, you're actually awake, and you can hear
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
and therefore having music that
Mhm.
you really like can also help you come out of it, right? So
Yeah.
so with this with this dementia and coma thing in mind, I've started to build a little playlist on my
Yes.
phone of
Where's this going? Where
about
is this going, Martin?
all my favorite songs
Right.
that
So you
if
don't forget.
that no no that if ever I was completely
Comatose.
demented in dementia or in a coma,
Right.
someone could go, oh, hang on, here's the Martin West brains died
Right.
playlist, and then you just put that on a
Okay.
loop and bring me back to life.
Is that why you've been going recently? You've been going through the back catalogue of Underworld.
Yeah, that's yeah. I mean,
If
one
there
of
was
them's
one
in there.
thing that would get me out of a coma, it would be King of Snake by Underworld.
King of Snake. Right. Yeah. That is a that is a class track. Let me just
Banger.
find the one that I was thinking of. But yeah, I mean, oh man, I tell you. Yeah. Dirty Epic, I think is the one.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Is that
yes, yes,
the one?
yes,
Oh
yes.
no, it's this one. Cowgirl. You know this one?
Okay.
You can hear that
Yeah,
one?
yeah, 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 yeah. Bangers.
All right, stop that.
Okay. It sounds like, Martin, we should both go in
Yes.
a coma at the same time and come out at the same time in kind of like a synchronicity
Right. All
thing.
right. So
Shame
if
we're on two different continents, but
hmm anyway, we're getting sidetracked by being in the
sidetracked.
coma.
Right. Talking of being sidetracked, this is a segue. Another aspect, we've spoken about this recently because we did an episode about, we were talking about driving cars. I've noticed that light and sound and touch have become much more of a problem for me in terms of hypersensitivity.
Yes, apparently, sensory sensitivity often increases with age.
Yeah,
So you may see lower tolerance for noise and
yeah,
crowds, which
yeah, tick.
increased shutdowns,
Yeah,
um, and a greater need to control your environment, um, which is
totally.
which explains why ADHD and ADHD adults tend to shrink their world down.
It's
I don't.
amazing you just said that. I've literally, as you said that, I've been staying at home much more subconsciously. I'm staying at home more than I used to,
Yeah, yeah, makes sense.
so that I can control my environment more easily. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
fewer surprises.
and then in 10 or 15 years it'll be just one room and a little bar
Right,
heater and
right.
and a little dog on your lap and just be sitting in
Piles
there.
of newspapers and magazines.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um,
That's the
but
concern.
on Sunday, we were coming back from lunch at a at a restaurant in the middle of in Emilia Romagna in a place called Piacenza,
All right.
and a trattoria, and we went there for lunch, and we came out, and it was 3 o'clock, and so, oh, should we stop off and have a walk around a museum or something
Ooh.
in the town centre? And I thought, no, because if we do that, by the time we get back in the car, we're driving back, I'll have problems with the lights again.
Yeah.
Driving back an hour and a half drive
Oh yeah.
in the dark. I'm thinking twice about that now. You know
Yeah.
that kind of situation.
Yeah. Well, you have to, right? You
Yeah,
have to. You have
it's
to.
that glare of the lights at night is affecting me much more.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Nice one. What else you got on your
What else
list?
have I got? I've got such a thing. Okay. Yes, so there is a physiological part to it. There's a compounding effect. In an ADHD brain, these functions are already strained, you know, or the hyper, hypersensitivity. At 50 plus, the cognitive reserve used to compensate for ADHD starts to thin, Martin. Starts to thin. Tasks
Uh,
that were difficult but doable when you were 30, like filling in taxes
oh,
or
don't.
managing complex projects, may become significant roadblocks in your 50 pluses.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on.
So you're basically saying things get harder.
Yes.
Doing those. I mean, because I'm starting to do my taxes now, and I do not like to. I do not like them, so I don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um.
But also other aspects like object permanence can start to ramp up as well. So
Ooh,
we're even less likely to remember friends and things, you know, and or
right.
to to give them, the kind of the attention that they might need in later years.
That's true. Also, interestingly, around friends is that you get more selective about your friends and who you actually give time to.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
like all those, like there's so many extraneous little people that you kind of know that I used to feel guilty about if they dropped off the edge of the world.
Yes.
But now I kind of feel, it's fine. You know what I mean?
Yep. Maybe they've
Sure.
got a soft landing. They drop off, but they've got a soft landing.
Right. But
So
yeah,
it's okay.
but weirdly, there are people that I fixate on about once a year. So like friends who I've not spoken to since school, right? There was a guy at school, Stephen Phillips was his name.
Right.
There is no way that he'd be listening to this podcast in the slightest. And every year I have this thing of like, what happened to Stephen Phillips? It's my what happened to Stephen Phillips hour. And then I could get on the internet and I try and find him. I try every search little social thing. I try and look up the news. I can never find him. It's like he just disappeared into the ether.
That's weird. Hang on a sec. My headphones need charging.
All right. Well, while that's happening, and he's talking about that, I can say something like the emotional regulation, different patterns emerge. So with ADHD, emotional impulsivity and autistic emotional overload can produce rapid emotional escalation, shutdown or withdrawal, and increased need to recover. So, as our energy reserves start to go, we need longer time to recover from these things,
Right.
like
Recuperation.
like driving an hour and a half. Yeah,
Totally.
right. Because it's like, I think, God, I've been really, I'm tired because I've done a lot today, and I think, oh, what did I actually do? I went to go and get some groceries, and I put them in, and I did a bunch of tasks. I think normally, like 30, 40 years ago, I would do those things without even thinking about it. So now I'm like, ooh.
But also, like alcohol, things like alcohol, which are like, it's I don't know. There's a kind of cultural thing about alcohol, isn't there? You go to a bar, and it's difficult to order a glass of orange juice or whatever. But even more difficult for me in Italy, where you're in a region where, well, virtually all of Italy is like the most amazing wines, and I really like wine. But my recovery, like we're trying to limit it, so we maybe only have go out and have a drink on a Friday or a Saturday night. But my recovery is really slow. And it's really hard because like I don't want to give up drinking because I love a glass of good wine. But at the same time, I get this fog, that can last 2 or 3 days.
Oof.
Yeah, it's not good.
That is not good. Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
It's not good.
I've cut out quite a lot of that stuff, and it's been fine. Like after a while, you kind of get used to it. At least that's what I find. You kind of, it takes a while, but you kind of go, okay, right. Well, that's
Yeah, I am getting used to it,
it's all right.
and you get to the point where you get the same pleasure you used to get from getting drunk and that kind of malarkey. You now you can develop if you choose to, the same kind of joy from feeling lucid.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
That sounds nice.
It is nice, Martin. It's nice.
Right. You're right.
Being lucid, it's like, oh, that feels good,
Right. You know what? I was just thinking. You know, like with you get this pattern recognition thing, right?
Yeah.
Where you can kind of look at stuff, and then the older you get, the more thing or the more data and information that you kind of collect over the years and the
Yeah.
decade, and your own
Yeah.
experiences, and you see how things play out. And the older
Yes.
you get, the 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 bigger the patterns become. Like the more you can see what is really going on.
Yes,
In
totally.
I mean
Yeah.
that's scary at the moment.
Well, yes. Yes.
It's a
It
good
it
thing and a
it
bad thing.
yeah. It's scary at the moment. It's scary at the moment if you're what there was a guy, there's another podcast. He said where the host of the podcast said to a psychologist specializing in ADHD, he said, how do you most frequently describe ADHD? He said, people that are oversensitive.
Right.
And so which is has its plus and minus, right? There's kind of negative parts to that and positive, because you are sensitive to things, but at times like now, I think fucking hell, I wish I was a little bit less sensitive sometimes. You know, you know,
Yes. I
fucking
know. I'm with you,
hell.
Paul. I'm there.
It's really hard right now being sensitive.
Yep.
And it's turns out, yeah, I think that sensitivity is incredibly common, a very common thread through ADHD and autism. When there are so many things that people say, there's so many differences and nuances and this and that. Some people feel like that, some people don't. But sensitivity, I think, is a good one. It's a pretty reliable thread that you get with people in our community, I think.
Right. Yeah. But but yeah, I mean, I think with that thing about getting older, you have less energy. That does produce fatigue and
Yeah.
anxiety and
Yeah.
depression too.
Oh
Like
yeah.
so, like just having ADHD or being ADHD and getting older puts more. It's this funny dance that we do, isn't it? Because you have less energy to cope
Mm.
with it, and
Mm.
and the ADHD and the autism don't go away. It just
No.
pretty much stays as is. But as you get older, you have to learn to cope and adapt yourself better,
Yes.
so that as your energy declines, you're actually you actually manage your environment and yourself
Mm.
better, so that it kind of offsets.
Totally. Well, what I'm thinking of as you saying that is one thing I've always thought of more recently, actually, well, not always, but more recently thought of. I've always been a massive overthinker, but all of those years of overthinking has now enabled me to have such an agile mind that now I'm good at filtering it so that I
Oh,
don't I overthink less. But that mental agility that uh, obviously comes from overthinking can become a positive in later life.
right. Because I'm
You know, because
how
you've thought through every fucking um, eventuality,
right,
of all kinds of shit that's happened in your life. And hopefully you get to a point where, okay, you start because you don't have the energy to deal with that anymore, but you have that mental brain, that
right.
mental agility to kind of like to juggle those different voices.
Also, I think experience means that all that overthinking, the experience goes, well, actually, I know that there's a certain amount of overthinking that doesn't produce any results at all. It's just my
Right.
brain churning, and actually, I
Yes.
can just, I know that I don't have to, I can catch myself doing it and then go, yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's pointless.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
That Yeah, I
I
like
often
that.
think I often thought that I stopped overthinking because I got to a point where I couldn't do it anymore. I didn't
Right.
have any energy left to live like that.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a lot of fucking brain
blimey. It's a lot
juice
of.
being
It's like a
squeezed.
computer processor. It's stored all that stuff somewhere.
Right. All right. Well,
Yeah.
what do we have
Well,
any more before
yeah.
we
Well,
wrap this up?
there's some. I mean, we talked about a lot of negative things. Other than that last point, there are some positive things that happen.
Oh yeah.
There's some positive things. Self compassion. Finally, fucking hell. It's like you, Martin, you say at the end of every podcast, take fucking good care of yourself.
Yeah.
And it was a genius part of your part that it's always been there at the end of every podcast because so much of this is about self compassion. You know,
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. That's the
that's
key,
the
man.
biggie. It's the biggie.
It is the biggie.
Finally, giving ourselves a break.
Right. Because like once you do that, then you can then look around and kind of go, okay, well, what works for me? What doesn't work for me? Drop the shame, drop the guilt. Let's just
Yeah,
kind of like work. Let's just find a
yeah,
life for ourselves
yeah.
that works.
All that energy that we wasted from overthinking and worrying about rejection and blah blah blah. Let's use that for positive stuff.
Let's do that, Paul.
Let's do that.
I like that.
Or yeah,
All right,
okay,
cool. Well, let's. I think now is the point where we should rate
yes.
aging, ADHD,
Oh,
ADHD,
that's an
and
interesting one.
I
It's an
know, right?
interesting one in the context of the last episode that was about love, right? That
No.
was it was a 10 on the dopamine, it was a 10 on the burnout.
Right. Yeah. I'm
So,
anyway.
oh,
Let's just hit
all
the
right.
hit the button.
Is
Here we
it
go.
banjo time?
It is banjo time, mate. That's it. Relax. Enjoy. Is it a dopamine hit or is it a burnout thing? Aging. Is it a dopamine
Aging.
hit or is it a burnout thing?
Right. Oh, blimey.
I mean, come on, mate. Okay, all right.
This is a
Burnout.
hard one.
Look. Death is the ultimate burnout, right?
Burnout, especially if you're cremated.
Ah, absolutely.
If
So,
you're cremated, it's the ultimate burnout.
right. So, is there is there much dopamine to be had in getting older? And I think that there is. I think that
Yes, there is.
for some of your points that you were talking about earlier,
Yeah.
there definitely is.
Dopamine hits.
It's like,
I'm getting a lot of dopamine hits that I never thought I would ever have in my whole life, thanks to old age and thanks to my diagnosis.
right. Okay,
Loads,
fantastic.
loads, and actually helping other people to helping other people that are either autistic or ADHD or my age or our age, blah blah blah. Dopamine hit score aging. Blimey, this is hard.
I know.
I'm going
I
to say
think
7.
I would put it around there as well. I would say like
Okay.
8. I'm going to be
Yeah.
more generous.
See, isn't that fascinating that we would give 7
Yeah.
a dopamine hit score 7 to aging? That's brilliant. Love that.
Right, because at the end of the day, when you recognize the good stuff of it,
Yes.
it it becomes everything.
Yeah. It's
It's
like a flower that's blossoming in our later years. We've just been waiting for the right
yeah,
moment.
yeah. All right. Is aging a burnout? I'm just going to
Burnout.
say
It's also
fucking yes.
burnout, you see.
It is.
It's also
It is a burnout.
burnout.
I
I'm
would.
going to
Yeah.
7 again. 7 for burnout.
I've got equal. I'm going to go like. I'm going to go. Yeah. I. You know what? In my head, I hope that it is about a 7. Yeah. All right, there we go. So
I'll tell you another reason, controversial reason, but I'm going to say it anyway. Why this is 7 on the burnout? Because we weren't supposed to live this long. It's only because of recent scientific um, um, progression, right? If that's what you want to call it, that we're living this long. We've already had a good life,
oh yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
I've had a
It's like
fucking
on
crazy life.
average, we should, in theory, live to like we're in our early 80s. That's good. That's all
Yeah,
right.
I'm
That's
I'm
fine.
I'm planning to hit mid 80s at the earliest,
Right.
personally.
Okay. Okay.
Unless my brain goes, and then once that's happened, fuck it,
Yeah.
throw me off a cliff, mate, because I'm just I'm useless at
Without
that
a
point.
parachute.
Yeah, no, give me a parachute, right? Give me a
Yeah.
parachute and say, "Don't
Right.
worry, Grandad, right? You've got a
No.
parachute. Just pull the cord and then push me off." And then
Right.
I realise halfway down that you've cut off the cord, and
Yeah.
that there is no cord.
Yeah.
And
No,
then
I
I'm
didn't cut off the cord. It never had the cord.
yeah. It's like, hang on a second, where's the
Patting
cord?
yourself down.
Yeah,
Patting yourself down. Your life flashing before you.
I'm sure I put it here somewhere. Exactly. All right, fuck it. Great. All right. What are we doing? What are we doing next? All right. Well, we are going to
Alexandra's Haunted Inn next, I
fuck it
think.
then. Then it's
Let's
time
go
to
there.
time to jump in the tractor. Oh, I can still drive. I can still drive.
Only just.
Only joust. All right. Well, she's left a left a note for
Yes.
us. So last week's episode on the
Yeah.
pod, you said you
I did.
you had this anecdote about this girl that you met at the bus
Yes.
stop. You chatted.
Yes.
You went your way, she went hers. You forgot
Yes.
that you didn't get her number, and
Yes.
then you decided that you would print out sort
A
of like
poster campaign.
poster campaign somewhere around where you thought she lived,
Yes.
in the hopes that she would call you.
Yes.
And we said, is it creepy or not? Right?
Yes.
She says, "Oh, Paul, that's so cute, but a bit
But
creepy
yes.
in a good way, though. At the same time."
Right. Yeah.
You have to understand that women sometimes might feel more uncomfortable with knowing you've been near where they live. It can
Right.
give stalker vibes.
Yeah.
Stalker vibes. We've seen a lot of creeps, and we don't know your intentions. But if someone knows you, yeah, that's very cute. So that's
I
what
think I get that. It depends, but unfortunately I didn't keep a copy of said poster, and I wish I did.
all right.
So I could show it to you right now. Just look what I wrote. I have no idea. I don't know whether I wrote it in a creepy way or in a really intelligent and almost poetic way.
Right. But I think if the girl in question knew that it
Yeah.
was her,
Yes.
that you were that's what that was about. It was about her.
Yeah.
Then
Because I remember thinking when I was writing, I need to be discreet because she didn't tell me if she was in a relationship with someone, and I didn't want to because I knew her name, but I couldn't write her name down because then if she was in a relationship, he would say her man would say, "What the fuck?" and she would
yeah,
get into trouble.
right. As he comes in holding this piece of paper that says,
Yes.
"Boy, Sonia, you look
Right.
right fit."
Yeah. Right. Do you like flowers and chicken?
Right. Yeah. So anyway, so
Yeah.
she
I
also
don't get the answer to that, Alexandra, is to be honest, I don't know. Because I think it really comes down to how I wrote the poster, and I
no.
can't remember.
It doesn't
It
come down
doesn't,
to that
doesn't
at all,
it?
because if she
It's just
knew if she knew it was her, right?
Yeah.
It all depends on whether it's creepy or not. All depends on what she remembers about you, right? If she
Right.
thought, oh, I really liked that guy. He was really funny, and he was really
Yes. You'll
intelligent.
say if I'd already laid down the groundwork.
Yes, then she'd go, oh, that's kind of cute.
Right.
But if she was like, oh, that was that guy a little bit weird, and this is a little bit weird, then she'd got to go,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fucking weird. But
Right.
but the fact that she
Right.
phoned you, that she looked at the, that she phoned you afterwards, kind of suggests to me that she was less creepy, because if she
Yes.
thought you were full creep, she wouldn't have phoned. But she did
Yeah.
phone you, I think.
Right.
So you were less
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah.
Anyway, Paul. So if you haven't already, go and read her comments about on our love episode, because and if you at home haven't, go onto YouTube, because she wrote lots of amazing stuff about love that I can't even begin to go about. But she did say this little one there that fitted in with this episode.
Oh. Oh.
She says, I love seeing everywhere around us, in nature, in art, in people. Young love makes me smile. It's so energetic and innocent. But what can truly make my day is old love.
Yeah.
Old love. When I see
An old couple holding hands.
when I see an old couple doing things together, it's so sweet, and it can bring tears to my eyes.
Yeah.
Tears to my
Nice.
eyes.
Eyes.
Eyes, mind, eyes. So there we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Alexandra. Thank
Right.
you.
So that just leaves
Okay.
you to
To
say.
say your feedback is vital to us. Come on, we want your comments. Give it to us. All your comments, and if we like your comments, or maybe if we don't like your comments, it might be whatever. We might read it out anyway.
Tell us
It out.
we
Them.
suck. Tell us
Tell
we
us
suck.
we suck. It's
Tell
all
us we
good.
suck, and then tell us how we could improve.
Yes. Don't just tell us
Come on.
that we sucked. Tell us why we suck.
Yes.
And so it's all good. Just
All
don't
right.
say that you're mediocre.
Oh,
Don't say we're middle of the ground. We don't want to hear that.
beige.
I'd rather hear that we suck.
Yeah. So would I.
Yeah.
All right. I think now it is time to
Quiz.
Quiz.
It's the quiz. It's the quiz. Okay. Oh, Martin.
So let's bring up these scores. So currently, Paul and I have a quiz each week, and we keep a score. And currently, I'm on 4 points, and you're on 3 points.
Yes.
So there's only one game in it, and this week it's your turn.
Yes. And this week, Martin.
Yes.
We're back on the theme of you think you know me after 40 years of knowing each other, but do you really? But this week it's a music special.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's a music special. Okay.
I'm down.
So I've got 3 different sets of questions. You have to choose one of them, okay, as being made up.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 of them are true. 1 is made up. Okay. First one. I'm calling this Guilty Pleasures 1. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Right. You're an intelligent man. You're already assuming there's a Guilty Pleasures 2. You're absolutely right, Martin. But in the meantime, Guilty Pleasures 1, right?
Yes.
I still have some vinyl. I've got a box of vinyl, Martin. I still have it. A box of vinyl from the 80s and 90s.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you a list of 3 vinyl. Okay.
Yeah.
And you have to guess which one is not in my collection.
Okay. All
okay.
Right. Yeah.
And it's Guilty Pleasures. So They're going to surprise you, I think, Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First one. S Express. Theme from S Express from 1988. 7-inch.
S Express.
Yeah.
Okay.
S Express. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2. Betty Boo Doing the Do. 1990.
Okay. Doing the do. Yeah.
Right.
I like. Yeah. I
Okay.
like this. I like this. I'm
Okay.
I'm enjoying this one.
Yeah. So am I, and I wrote it.
Yeah.
Number 3. Letter from America, The Proclaimers. I'm gonna be 1987. S Express, theme from S Express. Betty Boo Doing the Do. Letter from America, The Proclaimers.
Fucking. How does the? Do you know how the Letter from America goes?
Take a look down the rail tracks. A letter from America.
That's brilliant. I'm so glad I asked that.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
You know what? I would say, how do you? Okay, look, there are so many ways to think about this that my brain is melting out of my skull.
Your eyes are bleeding.
Yes, guilty pleasures. I think the one that isn't your guilty pleasure that you don't have in your record collection, I guess, is Letter from America.
The one I don't have.
Yeah, even though you did sing it, which means you know it really well. But yeah, I'm going to say that one's false.
Okay. It's a visual as well. For those watching on YouTube.
Yeah.
Here's the first one. So yes, Betty Boo Doing the Do.
All right. That is a nice cover, by the way. I'm quite enjoying that. I'm quite enjoying the visual. Here we go. It's the reveal. Oh, and you've got S Express.
Okay. Then
I was right.
I do have the Proclaimers, but not Letter from America.
Oh.
This happens to be I'm gonna be that I would be 500 miles and I
would walk 500 more.
So you're right, Martin. Well done. Applause.
That was stab in the dark. Oh, I need an applause button. Let me just add that in for next week. Okay. All right. Question 2.
Theme.
I like the start of this one.
Theme of this one. Theme of this one. My homophobic mother. Right?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. My mother and father once were invited to a film premiere,
yes,
in the West End of London, and afterwards there was a party at the Natural History Museum.
Okay.
My father went to the men's room and had a piss next to one of these 3 people. Right?
Yes.
The result, though, was that when he came back from said piss, he couldn't tell her for fear that she would cause a fracas.
Okay, so he couldn't tell his wife.
My mother.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
1.
Yes.
1. Marilyn.
The pop star.
Yes, the pop star.
Okay.
2. Divine.
Oh, you swing me right round, baby, right round like a record.
No, that's someone else.
Oh, God damn it.
That's someone else. I can't remember what it was. Divine. Divine. He was a kind of he did do music and he had loads of music, but he was also a cabaret performer, and also acted as well. Also did some acting.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
And 3 is Boy George. So Marilyn, Divine, or Boy George? Which one did my father not tell my mother about for the fear of her causing a fracas at the Natural History Museum?
see, I'm thinking that your mum, God rest her soul, may not have heard of Divine, may not have heard of Marilyn,
Right.
but would definitely have heard of Boy George.
Yes.
And your dad would know who Boy George was.
Yes.
That's the thing. So I'm not entirely sure that your dad would know who these other two were, but he'd know Boy George.
Fuck you. Yes, you're right. You're right. I'm seeing. You see, I'm seeing the weakness in the question now.
Ah,
I didn't think it through.
see, that's
okay.
Yeah.
So you've won this week. But anyway, I've got another category though.
A Divine. You think you're a man.
That's right. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
You think you're a man,
But you're only a boy.
Boy, yes. So yeah, true story. My dad took a piss next to Boy George, and didn't tell my mum. Okay.
All right. Third
she
one.
would have as well. She would have caused a fracas. She was terrible with
blimey
stuff. Yeah, not pretty. Right, this one is called Guilty Pleasures 2, Martin.
Okay.
I'm going to give you I'm going to give you 3 different records, 2 of which are my guilty pleasures. Even if I don't have a record of theirs.
Right.
Okay. One of them I made up. It's not a guilty pleasure.
All right.
Right.
One of them is not a guilty
pleasure. But when I say guilty pleasure, I really like them a lot.
Right. Okay.
Right. Okay. Number 1, Katy Perry, California Girls. And I'm going to give you a rendition.
Okay.
California girls were unforgettable. Daisy Dukes, bikinis on top. Sun kiss so hot, we'll melt your popsicle. Oh. There you go.
Fucking brilliant. Oh.
Like that. Okay.
Karaoke legend. Yeah.
Thanks, mate. Number 2, Angels by Robbie Williams. And through it all, she offers me protection. A lot of love and affection, whether I'm right or wrong, and down the waterfall, wherever it may take me, I know that life won't break me when I come to call. She won't forsake me, blah, blah, blah. Okay?
Yes.
Last but not least, Eye of the Tiger by Survivor. Rising up back on the street, did my time, took my chances. When the distance, now I'm back on my feet, just a man with his will to survive. Okay.
All right. Okay.
By the Tiger, Survivor, Angels, Robbie Williams, or Katy Perry, California Girls.
So one of those is not your
guilty pleasure.
I mean, okay, let me just zoom in. I mean, Angels by Robbie Williams is just an epic song. It's just so good. I think it. I mean, like, so I think that's on your list. So really, I think Eye of the Tiger. I mean, how can you not like Eye of the Tiger? I mean, it's just like. So I think Katy Perry, California Girls, is not a guilty pleasure of yours, but the other two are.
You're wrong, Martin.
Oh,
It's Angels. Robin Williams is not a guilty pleasure.
come on.
Not a big fan of it.
Oh, you're no friend of mine.
Yeah, I know. Me and Tom, we sing "California Girls" by Katy Perry a lot.
A lot.
Like on car trips, we used to sing it a lot.
I like Robbie Williams.
I like him more now than I used to. I used to think he was a bit too much of a cocky kind of, Now I like him. He's just like he's cool. I like him now.
Right, because I've watched a couple of documentaries, and he is as neurodivergent as F.
Oh my god!
So
he used to sniff. He used to snort his ADHD medication.
Right, there we go. So I mean,
off his, it's not, but I like him. I like his honesty.
Yeah. So
he doesn't pretend to be anything else than this kind of slightly crazy guy.
Right. So
Robbie, if you're watching, I'll come on the podcast.
On the pod.
Happily have you as a guest.
Right. So we're now on 5-3 is the
5-3
is the scores on the doors. All right. So
there you go. Music special.
It's now time to talk about what are we going to talk about next week, and it's my turn to talk. And I was going down the list because we have extensive lists of things that we can talk about that we just like literally just look at, and I saw ADHD and taking a bus. I thought, okay, well, that's interesting. But let's expand it out to public transport. So trains, planes, automobiles.
Alexandra this week, she's been TikToking a lot about her bus driver.
Yes, she has.
Yeah. And it's public transport can be tricky.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because you've got a lot going on there. You've got, we have
to take a ride with the neurotypicals.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. So,
with all the risks entailed.
Right. So I thought that seemed like. So you're right. I was looking at her TikTok. So I was sitting, and then the bus came out. I thought, yeah, this is give the crowd what they want, Paul.
Yes.
Give the crowd what they want.
Exactly. Buses.
And
public transport.
All right. So with that just leaves me to say ADHDville is delivered fresh every Tuesday to all purveyors of fine podcasts. Please subscribe to the pod and rate us, most lovable old guys. Feel free to correspond at will in the comments. But wait, there's more. If you wish to see our beautiful faces, then sign up to the YouTubes and the TikToks. And you can also pick up a quill and email us at ADHDville@gmail.com. But in the meantime, be fucking kind to yourself.
And I beseech you, fellow ADHDers, fare thee well with gladness of heart.
Nice. Will this thing flash? No, it won't. I saw that I've got this torch, and I just saw it randomly by the side of my desk.
Okay.
I was like,
right, that is quite random.
I wonder if it's going to do anything interesting, but it doesn't. Oh, lovely. Well, that was good. We have
lovely. Did you do the Trump? Did you do? I didn't hear it. Trumpton, the mayor. That's that. You did do that.
There, says the mayor.
Oh, there he is.
That's that.
There he is.